333. Oh, wait, did I forget to get a drink? Fuck. Okay, no. It's the start of the stream. I'm just gonna waste the raid. There's no big deal. None deal. 1 second. Okay. Hello. I was live first too. I know, I'm dropping the ball. I gotta say. Anyway, it's Icicle time. I don't have it open because I was watching Kate. I guess is the answer. Ignore the deleted message. Wait, what the fuck? Oh my god. 1 second. I'm definitely not repairing my Discord really quickly. That would be ridiculous. There we go. I will accept my L because I can't see the deleted message. Therefore, you win this round, Liara. But, will you win this round? Doubtful. Ladder, huh? You know, if you say ladder on the one day that it's fucking Evil Eye, I'm gonna fight you. That's not a bad one. Alright, you get that. Whoa! Okay, it is brown. Then deleted it when you typed yours? You're very lucky. I can't see it right now. Otherwise, I'd have proof. But since I have no proof, darn it. I don't really know, like brown alabaster box? No, almond milk. I don't know the brown spacebar items. Booster pack, buddy in a box. Yeah, they're all passives, right? Yeah, these are all passives. What the fuck? Damocles. Not Devil Room. Not Repentance. Bible? Okay, beige white. Beige white. I do need a description. Keys, doors, melee rocks? Suplex, bracelet, Minecraft? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. Brown white. By the way, it's rained like 4 times over my head in this game since I've booted it up. Because I don't know when Kate's not going to be live anymore. Vade Retro? No, because that's Angel Room. What the fuck? Tauros? No. Yippee, what was that? I don't know. It's not Nugget. What the fuck is this? I don't know. It's not a key, is it? I don't think so. I don't think there's a key that's just brown and white. Notched axe? Okay. Stupid ass notched axe. I'm feeling really thirsty. Like, unbelievably thirsty. Liara, You seem like the type of person has a lot of hours in Minecraft. Also, tomato curry. If you're here, really? Deadlock? What the fuck? I do not actually, but you understand where I'm coming from, right? Browser without an account. Okay, so you lied. You literally lied to me. You said, I do not, I do. Unbelievable. Anyway, give me a trinket, Liara. I know what you're going to type, but I got to ask anyway. Who knows? Maybe you'll throw me a curveball for once in your life. I doubt it, though. Also, happy Friday, everyone. Stigmata. That's an item. That's not a trinket. Jawbreaker. Okay. It's a bad guess, but we'll manage. Tears. Tears. How about nose goblin? Is not green. It's not from Afterbirth. More than nose goblin. Rainbow worm? Yeah. By all accounts, it could be rainbow worm. It's not, but it could have been. I don't think that was the worst guess on Earth. Hollian's BFF. Oh no. That's pretty long. Bob's Blatter. We already know it's not green. What am I doing? Can I get color? Pink? Blue? Pink, blue, Isaac's head. Bible Thump. We love Bible Thump, don't we, folks? All right, here we go. These have X's for eyes. Big charges. Big charges? Big charges? That's Mega Bean, maybe? Yeah, Mega. Same thing. Same difference. These are all Keeper unlocks. And these are blood. Yeah, sure. So true, Nova. Meow. She's pretty loud today. Yo. Unova Final Evolution. First partner and ground. This is a really fucked up board. Silk Soning or something. Yoshi's out for dinner. We know that. Nilia's at a party. Sant is probably playing Silk Song. Bunny. I don't know what Bunny's doing. Dude. Fallen's probably playing something or the other. Tomato Curry's playing Deadlock. Fallen's in Path of Exile 2. Blowing up his piece. Deadlock Pog. I'm still not really a big fan of Deadlock. Armaldo. I need to figure out, like, Polish. Wishy-washy solo. Time pole. That's Unova. Wait. Palpitoad. Boom! I haven't played a second of it. It's lost its grip in my brain. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Like, let's be clear. Let's be really clear. That is not bad. It is only good. I'm missing like a lot of Unova stuff, but I can never remember any of it. Because it's, you know, it's Unova. It's not great. Elekid? Bruh. How about plastic? Galley? Mega. I'm missing a Mega? Magnezone. I already know that's not good because that's not the right generation, but here, this one's for you. You're welcome. What Pokemon is plastic? Rotom sometimes. What do you want from me? Rotom. I have every single Pokemon that shows up there. Final evolution. Glalie. Can't choose Glalie Mega. Kind of fucked up. Honestly, just give me like Dusknoir. Dusk. Noir. First partner can learn Shadow Ball. Decidueye. Ground can learn Shadow Ball. I don't know, Claydol. Launcher would have fit here. Final evolution, dual type. Malamar, sure, who fucking cares? What was that I couldn't select? Glalie Mega, right, that makes sense. Malamar, dual type first partner, Incineroar. Ground, dual type. Brunerigus. Carnivine. None of those would have been helpful, but we got this. That's pretty good. All right. How are we feeling about a Pokemon today? Also, hello, Fallen. I hope your dinner was good. Wobbuffet, sure. Literally better than most of your guesses. Fully evolved, no. Soup and sandwich? What kind of sandwich? What the fuck? You said Wobbuffet. Qualadin? Honestly, that's actually a pretty good guess. Okay. Higher than 6. Grilled cheese, ham, tomato? Understood. I go soup and grilled cheese, just like plain. Myself, but I understand. So Gen 7, 8, or 9. I guess we should do Raboot. Gen 9. Gen 9 green white? Could be like Florigato. It's not grass. What the fuck? Just give me the type. Rock! This is Knuckle Stack. Rock! This is Enamorous. What? Thunderous? No. Landorus? No. Fucking genies, that's the one. Nope. Tornadus. Fuck you. One of the genies. It sure was one of the genies. Link has been known to mistake Executor for a coconut tree and climb it. The enraged Executor shakes it off and stomps it. What the fuck? Grubbin? I have no idea. Spearow. Fighting type. Crab Brawler? I knew that was a Gen 7 one. Scatterbug. They stopped being so violent? You have not read the Gen 7 Pokedex, have you? I'm telling you, Liara, Gen 7 is so good. Who would have guessed? But no, you're going to replay Kalos for the a billionth time. Punchers. Emiya Assassin. Ooh. 4-star female from later. Smaller. I just passed Jim. Ba 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 bum ba 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 bum ba da da da. I'm thinking about this. We can go with like Adeline Alter. Wow. Okay, so a lost belt. For your Alolan ass. I know. I know. It's like. Wait, isn't that like the first fucking gym? Yes. Liara. I don't know how to say this. I think you might be legitimately bad at Pokemon. I don't know how that's even possible. So true, Nova. I need to think of a more recent. Abigail Santa. That's a good one. Less than 2024. So it is out. What's one that just came out? Like Bargast? Okay. Chaotic Good. Also, they're small as hell. Oh, yeah. What the hell? Oh, well, Abigail Williams isn't that small. But they are small. Chaotic Good 2023. Tiamat Larva? Maybe. Smaller. Who the fuck? How's the progress? Is this Chloe? Ah! Let's go. Look at that. That's called character growth. You know what I mean? It helps that I have that unit. She's pretty good too. I was like, yep. Yeah, no. I knew who she was. That I'm playing Hollow Knight. I see. That's fine. You can play Hollow Knight. I don't mind. As long as you contribute to conversation every so often, I will allow you to play whatever you want. So I need a topic of conversation for today. Something that I can go off on without too much input. What are we feeling? What are we feeling? Allow me? Yeah, that's right. You heard me. So let me think. What did I do today? I woke up. I got my new PC case. It's over there. That's a surprise tool for later. Ah, shit. Thank you for the follow, Mad Scorpion X. I forgot to load up my thing. I can only play games that are good, therefore every game I play is good. I mean, I could lie to you, but I'm not gonna do that. Was it a Reese Avenger? No. Hello, Yoshi. Are you back from your dinner? Was it good? Okay, back it up. No, get back here. So, I'm doing. I got a case. I got a CPU cooler, and that's it. Here's a fun fact. I wasn't the one to pay for it, so hell yeah. Guess how many more fans are on this unboxed computer case compared to the one I'm currently using? 2. No. More. Like 6. Okay, less than 6. But more than 2. 4. Yeah. There's 4 fans in there, and there's 1 on here. There's like technically 2, but one of them's for the CPU cooler. So it's really only 1. Why do you only have 1 fan? I think I explained this to you before. For the longest time, I thought there was no way to attach a fan to the front of this PC case. It turns out you totally can. And I was just like, stupid, I guess. But here's the fucked up part. Why is it that it costs almost the same as getting 3 good fans or a new case that just has them pre-installed? I don't fucking get it, man. Damn. Anyway, I did need a bigger case. So I got a bigger case. It has much more room to work with. It's newish. Water cool and throw a bucket of ice. An ice bucket on it every day or something. Nah. I got a new case. It's very nice, I think. I haven't opened it. And this case will probably just stay here. Because the only thing I need to take out of this is the memory. Like the hard drive and the 2 SSDs. Everything else in here can stay. I'll probably like clean it up and like reinstall some shit, but this can be used just fine. I could also just make this the other PC that I'm gonna make like my streaming PC. Like I play games on it, but I think that's kind of a waste. And in case I need anything from here, I still have it. Obviously, the 1080 is gonna be put inside a case and idolized. What the hell, 2 PCs? I could probably turn this PC into like a really nice Linux PC. Honestly. You should fossilize it? I don't think that's possible. Coat it in cement? That's kind of like a fossil. Not really. But yeah. For now, it's gonna be my PC until I get the other one set up. So, like, who knows how long that will be. For now, though, I got the case, got the cooler. I hate my liquid cooler so much. I got the fan, the air cooler, even though I know for a fact that like the best air cooler, which is kind of what I have, is like a mid-tier liquid cooler, like equivalent. But I fucking hate dealing with those damn tubes so much. Fuck those tubes. It also gives me space for 6 fans I could put in here. So I could have 10 fans. Poke a hole in it. Don't do that. I could have 6 other fans in here. So I could have 10 total. Right? And that would be crazy for airflow. But right now it's the 4. I can probably put a 5. I have one here. You use your tablet more? That's actually kind of true, huh? She does kind of hate her PC. That's okay, though. I don't think you're in the wrong for that. I do think you're in the wrong for a lot of other things, though. I love my PC. I mean, for all the complaints I have of it, have you ever heard me say that I hate it? I hate my CPU. That thing's a piece of shit. My CPU's garbage. I wish I never upgraded. I feel like my old CPU was way better in almost every other way. But this is technically more powerful or whatever. It's a piece of shit is what it is. Runs way too hot for what it does. Anyway, everything else in my PC I love, though. Specifically my graphics card. This little sucker can last so damn long, but every day, cook something on your PC. If I put like a piece of metal, like where the exhaust is for my CPU, I could probably cook something on it. I'm not even kidding. Let me see how hot it's running right now. 1 second. I'm just running web fishing. Okay, it's not that bad. It's like 70 degrees. Cooking the pizza. Now, if your CPU is pushing out pizza cooking temps, it's dead. That is one dead CPU. But every time I boot up like Persona 5X, I can hear my fans like burn. I'm like, oh my god. Please. Mercy on my damn soul, dude. To play the P5X OST. True! As long as you can't hear the fans. I don't like noise cancellation headphones. I like being able to hear things outside of it. So it's not about having... My headphones are good. I just don't have the feature that would allow me to like noise cancel. That's not what I want. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a good computer. I really don't have a lot of complaints about the computer itself. I just have complaints about like the parts inside of it, like kind of slowing down now, and that sucks because like this little sucker has gotten me through like a lot. But it's time. Well, it's not time yet, actually. It's the opposite. I'm waiting, like, specifically for my country to stop being so fucking stupid. But I have a feeling that that ain't happening for a minute. Good luck with that. I know, right? Whole new computer or just bits of it? I plan to rip it apart, see what I got, and then replace specifically the parts I don't care for. I know NL's case wasn't going to be good enough for me, so that's why I got this one. He has an AIO, which I didn't want, so that's why I got... Well, I had this for a while. I was actually planning to put it on this piece of shit because it kept getting so hot. But I definitely want the GPU. If I only get the GPU, that's Pog. GPU in there, right? He does. I'm going to ignore that and just remind myself that it's a 4070 Super. And it's really good. And then I'm going to check what CPU he has. And then I'm pretty sure it's AM4. So I'll check if it's like the best in class there. It might be. Then I'm going to check for any damage to any of those parts to see if any of those are causing problems. If not, I'm just going to put them right in. I don't know. Like, if that motherfucker has this CPU I've been looking for, just in case I need to replace it, inside of it, I'll be over the moon. But I doubt it. So that's why I'm looking into that. I would love to just upgrade the motherboard and the CPU and the RAM to DDR5 because I believe he has a DDR4 board, which is fine. I have nothing against DDR4, but it'd be nice to have DDR5. And let me think, what else? The power supply, I just have to check if it's better than the one I have. Because the one I have is very nice. But it might not have all the necessary cables. Because mine has enough power for a new PC, no problem. But if his is like the same, let's put it back in there. Play games from the 1980s. That's quite literally what NL did. More or less. Now ask the computer to play old school RuneScape. Yerp. I don't have 50/90 money either. That's why I only upgrade when I'm forced to. See, I think I'm in a good hot spot where I upgrade before I'm forced to. Because when you think about it, being forced to upgrade means that it's already failed. Oh, wait, shit. This is a lot for a 1-star. Is this it? It's not. Fuck off. Frick you. All right. First of all, I don't have 50/90 money. Second, I think you should upgrade right before you're forced to. So that way you transition from old to new seamlessly rather than having like a transitionary period where you don't have either. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the ideal time to upgrade. And that's what I'm starting to feel with this computer. Like, it's been like 2 new games that have come out. I've tried to play on this and it just can't. It's not able to handle it. And I'm like, that's dumb. That's dumb. Like when I was playing Avowed, I was like, man, I wish I could play this game properly. Because the power went out? That sucks. That sucks. I was thinking of getting a UPS just so I didn't have to deal with that. Okay, that's definitely what I'm looking for. I was gonna, but I got lazy. What do you mean you got lazy? Like you stopped working? Buying something is like the easiest thing you can do in America. Is that gonna happen to me again? It's kind of nice to have. But I guess you don't do anything on your computer that needs to be saved. Like hooking it up and dealing with that? That's not a huge deal. But, you know. Right. I forgot you're a psychopath. Sorry, my bad. How could I possibly have forgotten that? Silly me. Silly me. I'll strive to be better in the future. Brought up, I don't blame you. Yeah, but it's kind of one of those things that's so fucking dumb. Like, I shouldn't forget it. Because she loves her PC. Sentimental value or whatever. Sometimes I'm like, man, maybe I'm too harsh on Liara. And then Liara opens her mouth and I'm like, no, maybe I'm not harsh enough. What? Frienders Friday, Fishin Friday. I've got it right from day one. That's fair. I can't believe it's Friday already. That's kind of nuts. So lonely without Sant and Nilia, man. Just me, the fish. Oh, my mouse is yelling at me to plug it in. It's already Friday. Feels like yesterday that Silk song came out. True. True as hell. Bum, bum. I hope everyone who's playing Silk Song is enjoying it. And I'm 29 in 12 days. Feels old. Lamau old. Point and laugh. See, the key to being young is not to lament your age. It's whenever someone else says their age, just go, ha, you're old. It doesn't matter if you're older than them. Doesn't matter if you're younger than them. It works both times. There's a secret to you to that. Just do what Liara does. Uber. More recently than other people. Yeah, but you can't control that. Lie to yourself. Oh. Youthful spirit. What does that mean though? Because like, is that like a disposition towards the youth? I do not lie to myself. Yeah, you do. You lie to yourself. You lie to us. That's why you're lying, Liara. I am not. See, you're doing it right now. You know, the first step to growth is to like acknowledge your failures, your weaknesses. Only then can you move on. Is there a boss in Mushroom or no? Never. I don't know. I never played Hollow Knight. It is an old game at this point. Axolotl. You go far away. If you go far enough, you will always find a boss. That's true. That's very true. Didn't fight a boss yet. That's fair. A new named area. I see. What's the next big game releasing this year? Is it literally Pokemon? That's kind of stupid. Turtle? Been a good year for games so far. One might say. Daemon X Machina, that already came out. That's like already a game. Released today. Liara, not only did you like name... there's a new one? But I asked for in the future. Today's not the future. Today's the present. In fact, it came out in the past. Like this year, what else is coming out that like people are looking forward to? Let me check my GameStop pre-order list. Oh god. No, it's just because Liara lives in the past. That makes sense. I bet Liara has a really low rate of finishing games. I don't know. Liara strikes me as the type of person to like start a game and then like never play it again after that. Is Metroid Prime 4 this year? Yeah. Borderlands 4, Little Nightmares 3, Persona 3R. That already came out. Unless you mean the Switch version. Also, I'm pretty sure Borderlands 4 is already out. That might not be out yet. No sé. Borderlands ad on YouTube. Do you want to know the ads I'm getting on YouTube? It's funny, I promise. It's like next week. Okay, okay. I'm getting ads almost exclusively for golf clubs. I do not golf and I have no interest in golf. Dang, you really are old. It does feel that way. I'm also getting ads for like right-wing influencers, which I then block and then report for hateful content. So that's fun. Like golf clubs. Anti-capitalist, environmentally conscious leftist is like 90% of golfers. What the fuck are you talking about? Clubs the tools or clubs like the organization? That didn't. Yes, it did answer your question. Okay, you're right. Okay, technically it didn't answer your question. The tool. These are pretty big values. Golf is like a rich white person who doesn't give a shit about the environment's kind of sport. Like, how could you have given like the worst possible demographic for golf? Motherfucker, I was being sarcastic. So you were lying again. Goddamn lying Liara, man. Can't trust a word out of her mouth. Man. Golf clubs curious? Curious. Take one of those. Or at your trouble. Oh, oops. Me when I accidentally pressed the Japanese button. I have to space out my letters. Does he have to space out the letters? I don't know. Did like twice? Oh. Blank is asking to join the game. Nope. Bye. Or Roblox? Nope, I don't get it. So true. Speaking of Minecraft, what about Minecraft? September, true. True. It is September. The part of this September that sucks the most is that I can't even be like, now's a great time to gift subs because there's no bonus for gifting subs. You know? Instead, I gotta be like, hey, if you're gonna redo your subscription, if you do it through the monthly, like multi-month bullshit, you'll get a discount for one of those months. And if you don't have a sub, if you don't have a sub, now's the best time to have a sub, to get a sub. Like legit, it's like 30% off, right? It's crazy. And I don't take a pay cut for that either. I get the full price of what I would normally get. Which is a Monday. That's unfortunate. What? I mean, just renew your thing on Tuesday. Easy peasy. You get robbed a day, sorry. What hell? Now, what you could also do is subscribe at tier 3 for like a year. And that would give you the biggest savings. Think about that. I don't know how much that would cost. How much is a year of a tier 3 subscription? I don't have Twitch open. I can't check. Or 6 months, I guess. For the main golf demographic. Yeah! True! 105 USD for 6 months? That's honestly not horrible. But I feel if you had 105 US dollars, you would just donate that money and get like a fuck ton of sub points instead. Put it all towards the rebrand so you can get closer to the multiplier. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Then again, I'm pretty sure Tomato Curry just spent like $120 on Hatsune Miku cards. So maybe you guys are in the main golf demographic when you feel like it. Tuna made him? Tuna made him spend $80. Not 120. You had to leave a tip. I don't know about that. I am unsure about that one, Chief. Miku would have wanted this? I don't know if that's true either. There hasn't been any rain over here, huh? Damn. Ha. Been drinking a lot of water today. Very thirsty. That's surprising for me. I usually don't drink this much. Maybe I have something there. Maybe there's something in my body it wants to get rid of, and it's like trying to get it out the old-fashioned way. You know? Okay, I literally forgot what I was just talking about. I need something to talk about now. I didn't get any inspirations today in Uma Musume, so there's nothing interesting to say there. Pokemon, I really don't got anything to say right now. To be honest. Mega Halucha looks good. It's like the only good one that I've seen so far. Well, the only like one that deserves to exist. GameCube or PS2? Yikes. That's tough. That's tough. That's really tough. Are you joking? Between the GameCube and PS2. I'm not joking. GameCube or PS2? They're both iconic. They both have some of the best games in their respective generations. That's an easy dub for GameCube? No, it isn't. It's very much not an easy dub. I don't know, like, the terms people use for power scaling, but that's like an extremely even battle. Man. Hydrogen bomb versus hydrogen bomb. Yeah, basically. Like the GameCube was very much underrated while it was out. Right? A lot of the games released for the GameCube are like peak. But that's kind of not, it's not true for the PS2. Everyone knew how good the PS2 was like from the get-go. Because I never had a PlayStation. Still make games in PS2 style. They do. They really do. Had Crazy Taxi, so did the PS2. They'll make GameCube style games. That's because the GameCube didn't have a style. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think of the GameCube as having its own style. I think of it more of as like an experimental period for games, which is why a lot of them are so well regarded now. Probably more influential. I agree. Like, there was a lot of things that PS2 had that the GameCube just straight did not. Right? It was a DVD player for one. Sunshine Pachinko machine. Kind of true, yeah. That's like, I feel like most kids, the way they got their parents to get a PS2 was being like, but it's also a DVD player. You can play DVDs on it. You know, classic stuff. That's how I got mine anyway. The problem is when I think about both of them, I'm like, there are certain games that I associate with both of them that I could in no way possibly pit them against each other, right? Like, I played a lot of PS2 games with my cousin, and I played a lot of PS2 games on my own. I did the same with my GameCube games. Like, Trying to figure out which one I played more is tough. It's really tough. Versus Wind Waker. See, to me, that's easy. That's just Wind Waker. Like, I can pit individual games against each other. But once you start putting, like, the libraries they both had, like, the library amount for the PS2 is literally unmatched. Right? It had so many games. One might even say too many games. Whereas the GameCube, it's like more about the titles that excelled. It didn't really have that many games. The Golden Trilogy Trio is undefeated as much as I love Wind Waker. What the fuck does that mean? Like the trio of trilogies? What does that mean? Rocket, Jack, and Sly. They're good games, but I wouldn't put any of them over the Wind Waker, personally. Gotta be Custom Robo. It's a good one. My favorite GameCube game is Path of Radiance. Does that count? It has to count. It's a GameCube game. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. And my favorite PS2 game, tell me if you heard this one before, is Persona 3. Ever hear of that game? It's only one of my favorite games of all time. It really is hard to pick a top GameCube game. There's a lot of bangers on that one. Persona 5? Holy. Yerp. I like that I can finally start playing Persona 5X. Now that Chord is out. There we go. Now that Chord is out, I can finally start fucking playing that game. Wind Waker, Mario Sunshine, Metroid Prime, Animal Crossing. All great games. That's what I mean by, like, very experimental in the GameCube era. Then you have, like, the other bangers, right? Melee. Crazy Taxi is really good. There's no doubt about Crazy Taxi being good. You don't have to worry too much about that one. It still holds up. It's a very good game. For me, I also played Sonic Adventures 2 on the GameCube. Like I said, it's way harder of a battle than you're making it seem. There's a lot I can attribute to the GameCube, especially once you start including peripherals. Like the GBA reader, crazy. Like, obviously, the Game Boy Advance is nuts. It's like one of the best in terms of libraries. GB player, Binama. But I'm not counting that towards the GameCube because that's the Game Boy and the Game Boy Advance doing the heavy lifting for that one. Now the Game Boy versus those two, that's even harder. You're putting like some of the best, like one of the best eras of video games, like against each other. Like we're in a good era right now, But I base them off like years because of the way like the gaming market kind of doesn't really have like eras anymore. But back then you had eras. One GameCube game when you think of it. I know. But that, once again, the Game Boy's doing the heavy lifting there, not the GameCube. That's the difference. Now, I would put all three of those above the DS, even though the DS is also a really good library. I just think all three of those, like, beat it out, more or less. I don't know. It's tough. Like, we've just entered the Switch 2 era. We'll see how the games that come out for this turn out to be. Right now, I think, is every game that's released on the Switch 2, Switch 1 compatible right now? I'm waiting to see what happens to, like, a true Switch 2 game. I don't know if Bonanza's on Switch. I don't think it could run on a Switch, to be fair, but... Labo? That's Switch. Like the Welcome Tour might be a Switch 2 exclusive. You meant the other way, yes. The Switch has plenty of things as part of its era. The problem is the Switch came out when the era stuff stopped being like relevant. You know what I mean? Same with like the 3DS. Can't work on Switch. Literally, yes. I mean, they don't have a Switch version. Like, the only game I've played on the Switch 2 is Rune Factory. But that has a Switch version. Like, Pokemon ZA has a Switch version. Bonanza is Switch 2 only. I see, I see. Like, if you think about it, ZA is like the first game I'm really going to be playing on it. I haven't played Mario Kart yet. I'll probably wait for my sister to get back over here. She was really busy last time she was here. So, we'll do that then. I'll play some Mario Kart World. But, I haven't played it. I also haven't played it, but I'm waiting to play it with my family. That's really the only time I play Mario Kart is with my family. Sorry. Sorry. But yeah, I'm waiting to see how the system, how it defines itself, if that makes sense. And then never touched it. I mean, I played Rune Factory. That's all I've done. But once again, it's like new, right? We'll wait for the real games to start coming out as like people start developing solely for it outside of just Nintendo. It'll be the best console ever. I don't know about that. I hope it is, obviously, but I don't know. Right, the best console? The Switch was absolutely not the best console of all time. I don't believe that you believe that, Liara. If I'm going to be honest. It's got every era of Nintendo on it. Okay, remember the argument we had with the GameCube? That's those other systems doing the work. That doesn't count. You cannot define a console by the other consoles it can play. Otherwise, you probably look at your, like, multiple mobile devices as like the best consoles ever. When it's just not how that works. Now that I think about it. Oh, still such a tough question. Kind of means that the GBA doesn't have much of an identity since so much of it is GB backwards compatibility in SNES ports. No? What? What the fuck did you just type? SNES ports. I have some fucking news for you. Those were not ports. Those are more like demakes. First of all. Second of all. Oh shit, wait, hold. Shut up. God damn it. All right. Doesn't even have its own Mario game. And like I did a funny hand motion with that one. I was like, who cares? You don't base something off what it doesn't have. You base something off what it does have. Nintendo consoles are defined by the mainline Mario game. No, they're fucking not. Oh, I know exactly what kind of person you are, Naliara, and I'm disappointed in you. You can be better than that. Mm, 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 mm. Shake my head. Can play everything. You've learned nothing. Holy fuck! If I get this in 3-star, I'm gonna be so mad. It's so unlikely. Okay, it's just a big alligator. Uh. Backwards capability. Okay. That's fine. But that has nothing to do with the conversation. Anyway, let's move on. I feel like I'm talking in circles here. Give me something else to talk about. I've talked about your dang consoles. PS3 versus 360. See, look, you immediately went back to consoles. Punchers! What is up with Noah FGO? We're dead? What does that mean? I have been seeing like something about Noah FGO. Yeah, consoles are awesome. They're just video game machines. Say he's Grand Rider. Yeah. Okay. Look at my lawyer, man. I'm going to jail. That this guy's supposed to save humanity. We're screwed. Well, thankfully the Bible isn't real, so he doesn't have that much power. Finally, rain. Phoenix Wright mentioned. Let this be over immediately. That'd be so funny. Is it ladder time? Liara, we literally already did it. We already did Icicle. I haven't started the event in FGO yet. Just, I haven't felt like it. But I'll get to it, I'm sure. What the fuck was that? Huh? I did a tiny bit. Now, would I have done it faster if I pulled Australia right away? But I didn't, so it can wait. I got my Okita Saber. Kita Alter Saber up to 10-10-1. That's pretty PogChamp. And then I stopped the Lamau. So, there's that. But I'm out of money now. I'm still trying to raise up other people's skills like BB and Okita Regular and Morgan, and the list goes on. The list goes on. My ass be struggling. But I have a very nice, consistent 3-turn setup for a lot of the farming stuff. So that's pretty PogChamp. I use Yoshi's Arjuna Alter though. So he's been getting friend points, like a lot of them, if I had to guess. Sorry about that. I'll just get my own at some point. Find it. I can always use more, I guess. Damn. But yeah, I'm kind of just waiting for like the next major story to release. And I hope by then I'll have like a nice core of dudes leveled. Basically, I'm waiting until I can do an event for orbs. I want orbs. I want like 100 billion orbs. What about gals? I don't know when the next one of those I need is. I'll probably pull on the Castoria banner with whatever I have, and then If I don't get her, whatever. If I get her, even better. Or ID releases March? March? What? Yoshi, are you okay? Oh man, really? Whatever, I guess I'll move. That's OC? That's so long. That is pretty long. I'm not gonna lie. That is long though. Holy shit. But yeah, my goal right now is to level the skills of Scotty Ruler, BB Moon, BB Summer, Okita Alter, and then Oberon and Morgan. So basically, I have a lot of supports I need to start leveling their skills on. The most important is probably Scotty Ruler, though. If I had to take a guess, I have a lot of quick DPSs. I got 3 quick DPSs. One is single target NP damage. One is single target cards. And then the other one is AoE. I'm going crazy. I'm the master of the quicks. I guess I have Oberon now too, so I'm almost good on the Buster supports as well. All I need is funny Fox Lady. And then I'll be good. But that's like a future me problem. Or at least that's what I'm telling myself, is that that's a future me problem. We're supposed to roll for light. Don't worry, I know the difference between dark and light. Dark is the cringe foreigner one, and light is the based assassin one. It's simple. Let me see. What does my email app say? Nothing. I don't have notifications on it. That makes sense. That Coniasa Dark looks cool. Nope. Did I see your email app? Yep. Mm-mm. I don't have that many unreads. Me when I'm a fucking liar. I have like 39,000 and 23,000 unread Discord notifications. What the fuck? Actually, though. Bots, what are you doing? Is that why you're called Bots DM? These are large numbers, but I don't think this is going to be it. Yeah. I'm a pro ghoster. God, what's wrong with all you people? That's what I'm saying. Discord notifications. I only mark as read the fucking Mahjong Soul. Everything else I legitimately read. Now I'm addicted to watching number get higher. Me being a nice individual. Hey, bots, have you ever looked at the goals page? You can make that number go higher, too. What? Yeah! Fucking insane, how? I don't know. Huh? Take a look. Goals. It is September. You too could get the multiplier to let you get even more stuff. Discord is not new, Liara. Oh shit, Sin! Whoa, what the fuck? Okay. That's not divisible by 6. No, it is divisible by 300. That's 5? That's 5? Is that 5? 1.5k? That's 15. That's 5 that's 5 sub points, Sin. Holy shit. Send them however you want. Damn. Hey, if you gift a sub right now, you will also get a hype train. How do I know this? Because it's set so that 2 people have to do something. Technically, Sin passed the threshold. It's just has to be 2 people. Anyway, you have 5 sub points, Sin. I would use them. Wait, true. Give me emotes. Let's go. All right, now I have to check something. Okay. Emotes. M-toes. Look at that. I kind of want a mood. That's pretty good. Yo, these new emotes are actually pretty pog. These are good values, but I'm not sure. Yeah, no. Those do not. Thank you very much, Yoshi. You are 100 bits away from having a sub point. That's how that works. Yo, Sin, what the fuck? Okay, you have 10 sub points now. Holy scam train. Thank you so much, Sin. For the 5 gifted. Now, I hate to be this person. Can someone, like, gift 3 subs so I can get into the next? I don't have anything I can get at a level 2 hype train. I can only get something at a level 3 hype train getting finished, and I'd like to see those. I mean, yeah, also, it would give me money, but, like, think about it. Think about it. Anyway, you have 10 sub points, Sin, and if you don't use them, I'm just going to put them into passive. Because that's what I said I was going to do. So, use them. Use them or else. Buy yourself the emotes? No. I mean, you can buy yourself the emotes. If you take a look at goals, you will see that for the low price of $950, you will get so many emotes. Have you thought about that? Does that count for the hype train? I think so. But I'm not gonna like literally throw money into the ether, you know what I mean? Funny, it's pretty funny. Now, granted, for the $950, you finish paying off the model, you get the overlay, and you get the emotes. And you might be saying, that seems like a lot of money for emotes. Ah, fuck, I just closed it. And you're right, but it's like, I think it's, is it 15 emotes? And then that's like assuming like the maximum price I'd expect for getting paid emotes. Like, or having to pay. Anyway. If you want emotes, you can get emotes. You just have to, you know, have money. Which is a terrible thing to say, but it's true. Honestly, this is not giving me what I need. 10 in Minecraft, you fucking got it. Do you want to use your smalls, or are you going to just put those into passive? That is also something you can do, obviously. Minecraft. If you don't want to use them on the small goals, I will just put, what is that? $15 into the passive. Wow, that's actually quite a lot. No, $10 into the passive. Yeah, that makes more sense. Goals. So just put it in the passives. You got it. That's up to 7. It is up to $23 and passives. Yippee! We'll get there. Thank you very much, Sin. Thank you very much, Sin. Thank you very much, Yoshi. I said your name twice because you did do bits and then also the gifted subs. Thank you, thank you. All right, I think that's it. Well, couldn't get people to give 3 more subs or 1.5 thousand bits, so. Hype train success! I know what emote I got. Yeah. Yippee! That's a good one. 5 gift subs and 1,600 bits. Very nice. Yo! Her mind goes crazy. It's always good during the goal season, man. I like seeing new emotes. I like seeing like things I have to do. Because you know what's good about having to do something? Also, thank you so much for not putting those all into PvP watch along. That's a big plus in my book. In my book. I like having things I have to do because then I don't have to think about what I have to do. I have to be like, oh, today's Tuesday. I had to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. Or Wednesday. Thankfully, Thursday, I can safely have like horses until I if I beat Haru's campaign finally and get that that W I'm looking for, then I might need to do something else on Thursday. Or if you guys like, you know, redeem something. But so far, so good. Thank you very much. I feel like I've said thank you a lot. I'm sorry if that's getting annoying. Is that what I wanted to do? I don't know. It's already 11:18, huh? Let's see. How long have I been streaming? I'll stream till I have 2 hours under my belt. I feel like yesterday I gave you a short stream anyway. Although I guess I did speedrun Haru runs. So it's not like you didn't get anything. But I want to give you at least 2 hours of fishing. That's like the least I can do. Okay, I need a topic of discussion again. Let's see. We are fishing. You got it. Let me see. What do I have to talk about? Favorite fish? To eat or like in general? And like, what do we consider a fish here? Like, both. Okay. I'll do the one to eat first. I think my favorite fish is scientific fish. Oh boy. To eat is a scallop. You consider that a fish? I don't know. If not a scallop, it's probably swordfish to eat. I don't like eating scallop. Oh, I fucking love eating scallops. Pick the one non-fish thing. Look, you get a seafood platter. That's all fish. All right? As far as I'm concerned. But yeah, swordfish if that's an option as well. If that's not, if scallops are an option. As for my favorite fish, but we're going with like a regular ass fish and not a not just like some sea creature. I've never tried it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like to call it the steak of the sea because that's kind of what it feels like to eat. I'm having trouble here on the what favorite fish in like in general. A common seafood people have? Yes. It is. Hmm. Hmm. All I can think of is things that aren't like a normal ass fish. I am streaming today. I'll be streaming tomorrow and the day after that too. And then I take Monday off. So I'm trying. I don't know. What the fuck is my favorite fish? Why am I having so much trouble with this? Fish food? No. That's a Ben and Jerry's flavor. Name a fish? Okay. Tuna. Now you might be able to say, name another fish. I'll be like salmon, haddock, pike, pup, dogfish. Jellyfish is not a fish. Tuna. I like a nice white fish. I'll go with tuna. Tuna is my favorite fish. Jellyfish isn't a fish. A jellyfish is a jellyfish. My favorite, like, sea creature is the sea slug. Eel, squid. Motherfucker not naming goddamn fish. Tilapia is cool. Cephalopods. Nodders. Good choices. Sup, Sant? Late ass motherfucker? What are you doing? You ain't fishing, that's what. Oh shit, we fishing? No, I'm fishing. You ain't doing nothing. Okay, bye, nerd. What the fuck? No. I'm a big fan of crabs too. Both to eat and also as like a thing. Crabs are pretty cool. I like giving them weapons. Oh, hell yeah. Now we're talking. This is 2-star, huh? Okay, never mind, we're fine. But that's what I would do. So about Haru Urara. What about Haru Urara? She did not win yesterday. I'm very sad about that. She did not win today. I'm very sad about that. But we push on. Tomorrow's another day. Why does she wear a diaper? I think it's just like a gym outfit. I don't know why she wears what she wears, though. She says she likes it because it's easy to move in. That's like the extent of the lore behind it. No joke. It was Rainbow Worm today. Don't fucking lie to Sant like that. Better than wearing a wedding dress. Yeah, for real. That's a wild first type of alt. Now I know you're gonna say, actually, what about the alts that just released for McQueen and Teo? What about them? What about them? What did you just say in chat? I can't see it, Lamau. I just want Haru to win. I I don't know what I need at this point. Like my own 9-star turf so that I can like spam runs out. I'm just not lucky enough. Luck? Yeah, I guess so. I wish I knew what position was best, but none dice. Like if I get a 9-star luck, a 9-star turf, 9-star long, and get both of them to proc during inspirations, I'll be at what? BB? That's probably good enough to win with proper stats. I feel like even like C luck is almost good. C power is almost good enough. No, because you need to be able to reach a good max speed. So you would need at least one of each to go to CC. And then do you do late or do you do N runner? I guess it depends on how much stats you have. This doesn't look super promising, but it might be it if it's small. It's tough, but I want to give her a win. I want her to win so bad. I wish if I was a whale, this would be no problem. But my sparks suck. My support cards suck. I am doing so bad. My Teo is the most cursed parent in all of existence. Like, what do I do about this? My first 9-star happened to be like that's so bad. It's long and also bad. Get better? What the fuck do you think I was trying to do like exclusively before I got this 9-star long? Makes me want to cry. Makes me want to die. Ba-da-na-na-na-na-na. Ah, Teo. You know what's funny? I know you guys are like, you hate Teo. And I feel like it's reasonable to assume that given the way I talk about Teo. But Teo is also one of my only 5-star potentials. Or level 5 potentials. I don't hate Teo. Teo just always fails me for some reason. I don't know why. She just does. If anything, she hates my ass. Because you hate her. I don't hate Teo. I told you, she was the first 3-star horse I got in the JP version. I like Teo. I just wish she'd stop letting me down, like literally constantly. Teo, 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 Teo. If there's a ship I hate right now, it's Gold Ship. Every time I see gold ship, I'm like, God damn it. Not you. Are you going to decide that for some reason you're going to like absolutely crush everyone by like 100 fucking yards? I don't know what other ships there are. There's a lot of ships. The gold ship. Ah. Evil horse. Designed by evil people. Silver ship when? Good point. More gold ships in search of a 9-star turf? Yes, please. Honestly, I'll take an 8-star turf gold ship if you have it. Like, I'm really struggling out here, man. Because gold ship's alt is so fucking good. Like, it's hard to say that I need anything. It's not good affinity. I'm assuming you've checked. Damn it. Luckily, my Teo has fantastic affinity with Haru. Copium. I mean, it's good enough that some ships can get to good affinity, but not great. Honestly, one of the worst affinities I've seen. Look, it's not Teo's fault. Stop calling them ships. Do I keep calling them ships? Dude, the gold ship is on the mine. Every time I see that damn horse. She's after me. Anyway, all my horses are bad. That's what she does. I know. All my horses are bad. I can't get a good spark to save my life. My affinities are terrible. My support cards are bad. But I will make this Haru Urara win. Technically, you have a much higher chance of doing it than I do, but we'll see. At the end of the day, it's just luck. Get pinged, so I stopped. Can Haru Urarara win? Yes, she can. It takes a lot, though. It really does. There's one thing you know about me, it's I'm persistent. I can lose a lot before I give up. I don't have that kind of time. That's fair. I got that kind of time. I'm a streamer. All I got is time. So leave it to me. I don't got a relationship. I don't got children. Well, I have the responsibilities, but that's fine. I entrust my Kita-san black and gold chip to you. Good. Aurora's my child. I will bring her to the finish line. Get it twisted. So my time is open. Every morning I wake up and I'm like, time for 3 Haru Urara runs. And then I do it. I will simply win at some point. Mm-mm. 5 more minutes, chat, until I've reached 2 hours, which is where I said I would end my stream. Sucks, but you know, metaphor day, Lamau, etc. Time for your daily trying to make Haru a decent horse. No, that's the thing. Nilia is playing web fishing. Nilia. Fine. Chat, I'll go to 12. Don't twist my neck like that. Lol, now, lol. What the fuck? You get a sub point, Nilia. What do you want to do with it? Do you want to give it to yourself? Sure. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Nilia directly giving herself $3 for the low price of nothing. Money laundering. Yes, Nilia, you can join. Thankfully, you haven't really missed much, Nilia. It's been a whole fucking nothing burger of a day for fish. You stayed the fuck live? That I haven't even been live for 2 hours yet. Kate went real over. God damn. Yeah. So no, I was literally right before I saw you going online for web fishing. I was like, well, 5 more minutes until 2 hours. And then you showed up. So we'll keep going till 12. It's fine. That shit went late. Yeah, I was gonna send you a message about, damn, that shit actually went past 11. So the reason I was waiting for Nilia, chat, is because I had a dream last night. I know, surprising. I actually technically had 3, but I'm not going to get into the details of how dreams work here. The point is, in the dream, I was stabbed 3 times and decapitated. And explaining why that happened is a little bit much. So let me lay it down for you. All right? The setting is real simple. Dang, you should not. It wasn't my choice. I was dropped into a recreation of a town, not a real one. And we are told, like Hunger Games style, that half the people have knives and the other half don't. And the goal is for like the last person to be standing. You know what I mean? That doesn't seem extremely fair to me. But I did start with a knife, don't you worry. But yeah, Fortnite, kind of like Fortnite. But let me ask you, what is the first thing you should do if you want to survive in a scenario like that? Fucking keep with the crowd? No, we were all dropped far away from each other. Get a whole gang. Are you a teenager with blue twin tails? No. The first thing I did was run away. I got as high as I could and stayed as far away from everyone as possible. You know, let that initial chaos go through without me being involved whatsoever. The majority of the dream is literally me just running away from people until things calm down a little bit. So nothing really happened there, but just like IRL, yerp, run away from my problems, just like IRL. Exactly. So once things calmed down, I was invited to eat, right? Obviously, I was on edge the whole time, but then I feel something in my leg, and the person sitting next to me had stabbed my leg, and you saw like the rest of the family like speaking in that creepy way, like you understand that they're talking like they're gonna eat you, right? And they have knives and everything. So obviously I got the fuck out of there. What the heck did I just come back to? I'm talking about my dream, Fallen. Don't worry about it. Right? Resident Evil 7 yeah, something like that. Anyway, so I get the hell out of there as quickly as possible. And as you might expect, they chased after me. Stabbed and people wanting to consume. Yeah, that happened in my dream. Don't worry. I'm fine. So I ran away again, but I was getting followed this time. And I got stabbed a second time while I was fighting off one of the people that were trying to eat me. So then I climbed up the biggest part. It was like at the edge of this like simulated town was this large structure. So I climbed up that. And on the top of it was something that I could hear like singing to itself. So of course, in an abundance of caution, I took out the bow that I've had the entire time. Thank you, Dream Logic. And I shot whatever was up there, like frame one. Right? And then it falls down and dies. After making a bow, yeah. And then I turn around and even when I was in the dream, I was like, this is excessive. I shot the bow at like one of the people that was following me, and then the camera, and I say camera as if it was like a camera, right? Following the arrow, like as it like bended in the air towards the target, and then boom, right into them, right? Dude, my dreams are crazy. You got kill cam serial? Yeah, basically. Hate sniper, no way. It is Skyrim. It is Skyrim. So then I'm told by the people running it, by the way, this is the first time that's come up, is people running it, that like that was kind of like their communication network that I shot down earlier, the thing at the top of the building. So then I tell them I'll fix like the systems if they protect me while I'm doing it, right? So they agree. So I get out of not being able, I basically am just allowed to walk around without worried of getting stabbed, right? So that's good. Glad about that. Now there's a time skip a little bit here. All right. While you're doing it. It's fair game again. True. So I do that. I fix it a little bit. And then they're like, we're not getting the right amount of power from it. And then I fix it again. Now here comes the plot twist. All right. And where the rest of the story comes down. Like a lot of that shit that happened there was not interesting, by the way. The character that I am in the dream had an ulterior motive to all of this. Believe it or not. And the answer is you shouldn't believe it. It's dream logic. Literally, as long as it's technically coherent, it works. So rather, instead of repairing the communication systems like I was supposed to be, I was instead making it so that it was using the same feature that was making me not be able to get hurt and pushing it out to everyone else so that we could stage a jailbreak, quote unquote, of the area. Very like Squid Game-ish in that sense, right? So I do that, rush to the exit, like just start shoving guards and shit, right? Who have guns, but the guns can't hurt us because we're invincible, as previously mentioned. So then I get outside and I hear an announcement like, we've already handled the invincibility problem. Like, we're going to capture you. So the guards start coming. Right now I haven't outrun any bullets, right? I was literally invincible. I didn't have to. So when I heard that, I jumped into the water and I could like see a city in the distance. And I'm like, all I have to do is swim there. But as I look back, I see like helicopters flying towards me. And then like there's like a cut. I haven't dodged any bullets. Correct. There's a cut. And then I return and I'm like in like a normal family setting with like people and everything's nice and handy. And then one of them comes up to me and it's like, how did you get those like scars on your legs, right? And arm, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, I got stabbed. And it's like, oh, but what about that cut around your neck? And then I feel my neck and I feel like a cut all around it, right? And they're like, yeah, you didn't swim away from us. You got hit by bombs from the helicopters and we cut off your head to make sure made sure you were dead. And then we brought you back to life, right? And we're showing you now what you could have had if you just simply won. And then they brought me to it and started explaining to me like what they were doing with like the whole experiment. And then they were bringing me to like the people who brought me back to life. Like they called them the alchemist. And then I woke up. So I didn't get to finish what was going on there. And that's what happened in my dream last night. It was kind of cool, except for the getting stabbed parts. That kind of sucked. Anyway, and that's how I ended up getting stabbed 3 times in my dream. To see what happens in the next episode tonight, it's very rare that happens. I feel like the only way to continue a dream like with proper continuity is to like go immediately back to sleep after waking up from one. Now, this isn't the end because 2 nights ago, I got caught in a nuclear explosion. And now you might be saying, all right, how did you end up in that situation? I'm glad you asked. So, in this setting, I am part of a exploration group that is being sent to different locations. I don't really know. I never really figured out what the fuck was going on, but we're getting sent to different times or locations where our job is to like solve a world-ending crisis and then come back, right? Now, my group was only 2 people where every other group was 4 people. So mine was like we're sending you out, you're probably gonna die though, right? Sounds like you're playing as James Bond. No, this time I was definitely just me. So I went and I solved the problem, right? That was like 70% of the dream was that. The important part's the last 30%. Catch any horses today? No. All right, so we get back to the place where we're going. And the fucked up thing about dreams is that it can implant memories so that a setting makes place, right? So I'm very confident I didn't have any information prior to arriving back of where I was going back to. But once I got there, I was like, why is it so deserted? Like, where's all the people, right? It turns out the majority of people did not return from their mission. In fact, I think the entire time I was walking around there, only one other group had returned. So like, there was like people running their stores, but like barely any people in it. And then like the ground started like erupting with lava. And at that point I was like, what the fuck's going on? But then one of the like pods that we were being shipped with, like being sent off with, came back, but there was no one inside it. But and then when the door was open and when you looked inside, all you could see was like stacks of explosives. Right? So obviously, we were like, oh fuck, it's like a nuke. And then everyone else was like, let's run away. Obviously, because I'm a smartass, I was like, running away is not going to do anything. I might as well try to parry it. So that's what I tried to do, and then my dream ended. So my guess is that I did not succeed. Which makes a lot of sense. Parry it. Look, what else was I supposed to do? Like, there was a little bit of, like, magical realism in the setting, but nothing to, like, stop a nuclear explosion. Why didn't you dodge roll? Look, I don't know, man. So much... How you, like, have so much agency in your dreams all the time. Being a lucid dreamer is so fun. Me, it's just like, well, I guess this is how I die. Yeah. Being a lucid dreamer is some of the coolest shit. It's doubly cool because I've done everything. I don't have nightmares anymore. All I have is situations where I have to figure out how to fuck to like continue through, right? It's cool. I love it. But also, I keep getting, for some reason, my dreams these last few days have all been me in like situations where I need to fucking not die. I'd like to have like a nice casual dream for a bit. I have a lot of agency in what I do. I do not have any agency in my setting, which is the fun part. But yeah, those are my dreams. You can be jealous that my dreams are better than yours. It's okay. Because it's true. Now, then you're going to be like, you literally got caught in a nuclear explosion and got decapitated. And I'll be like, Can I like have powers in literally one dream? That's up to you. Like, you gotta be the power you wish to see, you know? You're not like me, so all you would need to do is find a setting where it works. So that your brain's like, I can do this. Meanwhile, I have to like double check every time whether or not I have a specific power or not. It's fucking lame. I can't pick that setting, man. Yeah, you just gotta get lucky. That's how it works. Or you could like lucid dream and like not just like dissolve the dream right away. That'll do it too. There was a dream the other day where I talked to about Nilia, where I was dealing with someone who could shoot a gun at me and it would hurt. In that dream, I did have the ability to stop bullets and shit. That was like an entirely different thing. That had a lot more magical elements in it. Oh, there goes the fucking cloud. Oh, well. I don't know, man. People just want to shoot at me in dreams or something. It's fucking weird. Did I put on the gold? I did. Okay, cool. Through walls and enter Spectre mode. I have to learn my abilities. It's fucked up. I can levitate. I can't fly. I have to be in a specific setting to fly. That's kind of annoying. I'm pretty athletic in my dreams, so I don't have to worry too much about like that. And I can turn invisible. That right now is like the 3 things I can do in every dream, regardless of the setting. Come pre-installed with Game Shark? Fucked up. My dreams usually come pre-installed with like a storyline, which is fucked up. That I could manifest in front of me. I could type cheat codes into it to become invincible and stuff. That's sick. That's a pretty neat setting to handle with. I have a lot of dreams where it's like I can just like literally do whatever. Was it like 4 days ago I punched a meteor? I don't know. Sometime in the last week I punched a meteor. Or summoned a meteor and then punched it? I don't know. Sometimes even I don't know what's going on in my damn dreams, man. All I know is that the parts of my dreams that really get me are the ones that I never expect. Like just some one-off line from some random like piece of shit that happened to be like part of the setting. Or like some throwaway line by some bozo. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. That's the shit that gets me. Getting stabbed, that's normal. Getting shot at, that's normal. Although I don't like getting shot at. That shit fucking sucks even in a dream. Same with getting stabbed, but that's like, you know, what are you gonna do about it? I guess like not get stabbed, but like that's hard sometimes, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I've just been having like very, like I'm a vivid dreamer, a lucid dreamer. I'm a lucid dreamer, but my dreams usually aren't this vivid, like consecutively. It's usually more like a once in a while thing. But lately it's been fucking wild. Do you get close to waking up? Like I want to see how this ends. Yeah, that's always something. And you can't even like guarantee that if you fall back asleep, you will get to continue that dream, right? Then again, it's very rare to have an ending for a dream, if that makes sense. Well, you're gonna have to come up with the ending. True! You can do that. If you're like still asleep enough that you're dreaming, but like conscious enough that you're lucid. I'm trying to think. And then the wind gets knocked out of my sails because I'm like, well, I just think I'm going to end up a dog shit ending. Nilia! Your self-confidence needs work. Come on. The first step of doing insane shit in a dream is being unbelievably confident in the shit you're doing. Like, you gotta be willing to do some dumbass shit in a dream because 90% of the time it will literally just work. That's how dreams work, you know? And then if it doesn't work, who cares? It's a dream. You'll just wake up. I have limited lucidness. That's fair. I've always been extremely proud of my ability to lucid dream. But it's like I'm watching a clone of me that would do everything I do in that situation anyway. Believe it or not, that's not really what's happening. What's happening is that your memory of the dream is in third person after the fact. Despite it all happening in first person. It's a very strange phenomenon. But sometimes I do have control. Yeah, that's the times you remember yourself in first person. That's why I said earlier, remember? There was a character that I was in my dream versus it was me. That's what I was getting at. Yeah. Now, granted, you can have a first-person dream of being someone else, too. But it's complicated. Dreams are really, really complicated. I can. It's cool though. I'm a real big fan of dreams. Obviously, you've seen the shit I can do and that kind of stuff. Why wouldn't I be? It was less cool when I was younger. Throwing Jennifer's Fire and imposter syndrome into the mix. Ha ha ha, yeah. Fucking knew to see that. We didn't have that kind of problems in my dream. Huh. There was this time I saw myself and I was like, wait a minute. Then I looked in the mirror and I was Northern Lion and that scared me, so I woke up. That shit would scare me awake. Imposter syndrome. Ain't no way. That's scary. I don't like mirrors in dreams for that very reason. Holy shit, it's already 12. I don't like mirrors in general. Oh, I feel that. It is already 12. Damn. Fell asleep to one of his videos on. That's why I fall asleep to complete silence, baby. That reflection will move. I mean, in real life, it will if you move. That's how that works. But it won't if if you don't. In a dream, that's a different story. In a dream, it can absolutely do that. Like, and it does. I feel like I've talked to the dream image of whatever's there a couple of times. That sounds like something I've done. I'm just gonna go until I'm out of bait, and then I'll end the stream. Feels that still feel as intense from my challenge to my OCD. That's fair. I have a lot of rational fears. Surprisingly, getting stabbed isn't one of them, like in my dreams. But in real life, absolutely. Like, there's a reason I was given like a task to like attack people, and my immediate thought was to run away and like hide for as long as possible before I started doing anything. Like, well, I've been in a lot of situations like that in dreams, so I kind of have like, you know, a certain level of expertise, one might say, if you could even say that. So the first part of having sick ass dreams is to get rid of every single stressor and fear and subconscious horror that you have in your brain so that it doesn't come up when you're dreaming. It's very simple and easy. Terrified of the Jeeper Creepers monster swooping down while I take out the garbage at night. So just take out the garbage during the day. What? Yeah, but sometimes I forgore. Or it isn't full till night, I guess. I'm almost out of bait, so I'd get ready if I were you. I'm so tired. Well, I'm glad I got to tell you the stories and I didn't have to write all that out, because even saying it out loud, it sounds fucking ridiculous. Well, that's just how dreams be. Glad you can make it. Do you document your dreams? Nope. I have literally done nothing in order to increase my chances of lucid dreaming. I literally just am built different. Oh shit, these are big numbers. Hold. Maybe it won't be worthless today. Nope. The future will think you're a psycho. Well, that's the problem. Oh. Let me see. I'm almost out. I have to go back to the other bait. I think I have 4 casts there. Yeah. What I do instead is I keep track of the plot points I like from my dreams and I use them in my writing. That's what I do. He's getting massive. Oh, that's Sant. Here's a fun fact. The design you see on the left, Fumo, that's a design from a dream. Well, it's an approximation of like what they were like in the dream. It's whatever. Wait, what the fuck? It came in a dream? Yeah, I've explained who that was like a billion times. Just like Deltarune. Sometimes your dreams just have something you're like, yeah, I could do something with that. You know? But you do something with that. Time to continue depressing myself at the cat cafe. Yeah, okay. It is basically the end of the stream anyway. This is the last cast. Today. It's the last cast today. Unless... Nah, pff, nothing. Garbage. No, well. All right. Man. The turmoil. Oh. It's fine, I guess. Okay. Have yourselves one of these, chat. Thank you to all the people who gave me money today. Wilson and Yoshi's story in particular. Mostly Wilson, but Wilsonson. Thank you, Sant and Nilia, for joining me in game, even if it was a little late for both of you, now that I think about it. I know what you were up to. Look, I'm not blaming you. I was fully convinced I wasn't going to see you. But Sant doesn't have that excuse. But motherfucker was just late. My excuse, I have a life, denied. All right, we're going to end it there. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. We'll be live tomorrow. Bye. Bye.